You actually give it a watch. It's actually really, really good.
Hello, everybody. Welcome
You
to a little
actually
bit of D and
give it a
D
watch.
in the
It's actually
spend zone.
really, really
We
good.
are doing Hello, everybody. Welcome to a little
Actually,
bit of D and
give it a
D
watch. It's
Nick's
actually
monthly
really, really
campaign.
good.
Everybody say hi.
Hi, hi.
Hello.
Give it a watch.
Nick's
County
monthly
Morgue,
campaign.
Gustavo
Everybody say
Slavo.
hi.
How may I help you today? Hi, hi.
Hello.
Alrighty, so we have sound. I just need to fix the screen. But without
Yes, I'm
no
bringing out my
further ado,
camera.
Nick, you are ready to go. Take it away, Mr. DM.
Also,
Alrighty.
can you change my name to Jester Gaming as well, as that's what it is now, Sven, on your stream when you can.
The whole thing, not just Jester.
Yeah, I mean, you could do Jester Gaming, Jester, whatever is easier for you. If you want to do Jester, that's fine. I'm not too, worried about it, get what I'm saying?
Alright, Nick, go take it away.
Alrighty. Well, last time on the Crystal Heart campaign, our players in the belly of the beast, so to speak, as they are in the midst of the dungeon, Zazi, the Decayed Naga's lair. Uh, Last time they had we finished up a fight with most of the people in the dungeon. At least on this level, that's kind of all came down on everyone. Clay unfortunately did get away, though you guys were able to, slay and come out victorious on everyone else, taking a well-deserved rest and leveling up to level 4 for deciding to explore the rest of this floor, find out what's still here, yet to be discovered, yet to have been sprung by you. To which we've found a room that looked to be like the some sort of design or spare parts type workshop room where you found components of various traps. Um, found some uh, rooms that you were formerly inhabited. Uh, Found a dead end hallway that had a door in it that turned out to just be a fake door that just sprayed fire on you guys. And found a watery room that had snakes in it that you had to deal with. And I believe that is a quick summary of what happened last time, as we pick up with our players still exploring, having just slayed these very large and very aggressive snakes. What do y'all do? As the spiritual weapon fades away.
Well, Phoenix is currently out in front of the pack, so he's just gonna walk into this room here. Is that water, or is that just
Yes.
like toweling?
It's water. So as you step off a little platform, or so you can you step to the edge of the platform, you see there's just a room of water. Trying to tell exactly how much you can see with your dark vision. I guess you have light on you, so.
I have light on me, yeah. So, how high is the water per se?
Well, as you step, the water is to the edge, you aren't sure how deep it is. It's very murky. But you are aware that at least could hold a very large snake under it. You are unsure how deep it goes. But there is a very tiny walkway along the edge, a very muddy walkway that's partially in the water, but you can tell you can walk along the edge here or probably over here as well.
Can you
though you'll
point
still be a
out?
little
Can
wet.
you point out where to? Okay, it's over there. I was gonna say, yeah. Can you point it? So I'm just going to walk along the edge here and see if I can actually see anything in the water. So,
Well,
like,
the snakes.
Anything else?
So,
Yeah.
you were unfortunately not here when we did this. There was a bunch of snakes that came out of the water that you guys.
oh, I know that
So,
you told me that, but I'm talking about is there any fish, anything I can grab underneath the water? Can I see if there's anything to grab underneath the water? Or...
Well, so a couple of things as you walk around the edge. I'll take a perception check in the tower.
Okay.
But as
That's
you're kind of walking along the muddy edge, your feet are still getting wet. Like at least your whatever in this case would be like your left boot as you're like walking toward
There, I gave you a
northward
perception in the
is
tower.
very much like fully in the water. Like your foot is underwater. Okay.
So it's like a floating platform, basically. It's not so much. It's like sandy beach or a floating platform. Is that correct? Where like the water
It's
comes
like
up
it's like a
on.
muddy bank that's not it is technically enough to walk on, but not quite enough for a medium-sized creature to fully walk on without getting their feet wet.
Alright, so I'm gonna yell over to Merrick. Should I jump in the water and see if anything happens?
Are you wearing armor?
Yes, I am. But I'm
No,
wearing
absolutely not. Why would you think you could swim in armor?
well, I'm wearing I'm wearing breastplate, so it's actually medium armor. It's not heavy armor. So could I swim in
Yeah,
that
it's
then?
not light armor, my
It's
dude.
also extremely uncomfortable to walk around in wet clothes covered by metal.
I'm
What
gonna
is
have
Nick?
one
What did you
more
say this thing
from
was?
you, Phoenix, as you've walked into the room and walked around the little pond.
Alright, so Constitution saving throw. Alright.
And Nick, what did you say this thing in the middle was?
It's a pillar. So there's like it looks like a natural kind of stone pillar that's like supporting, seemed to be like a supporting pillar, but very much made out of natural stone.
And it goes all the way to the ceiling.
Yep. I forget. Did I actually mark that as an obstacle for sight?
No.
I might have forgotten to.
But
I forgot to.
yeah,
Oh well, it's fine. But that's an obstacle.
I rolled the Constitution save. Did I save?
Uh, we'll find out if that has any effect on you. Anyways, continue.
Oh boy, that's exciting.
Well, I was going to yell back to Merrick and everybody that there's a room over here. So if you guys want to come with me,
Yeah, there's one that way too. And Merrick's pointing to the south.
can I loop? Am I?
Phoenix, as I'm just gonna as your light kind of illuminates down this little muddy hallway, you can see that it looks like there are little eggs in the room, as well as various piles of bones. To the room to the north of you.
Alright, well, I'm gonna relay that to Beth, and I'm going to yell that there's eggs and piles of bones in a room up there, so we might have a monster up here if you guys want to avoid that room. Is there any way I can go like to the west here and walk the bank and see if I can go down that way, or like get what I'm
It
saying?
looks like the bank kind of continues to similar to where you would, so you'd be like half, you'd be like 1 foot in the water kind of deal, similar
Okay,
to how
well,
you were going here.
well, I'm going to walk down and walk the south bank and see if I can see anything down there.
Okay.
The map is not, my token is not moving. It's getting stuck on stuff, so. So, yeah.
I'm just gonna grab you.
Yeah.
You are able to walk to here.
Alright, I'm going to stand here and say if you guys want to loop around, feel free to follow. I don't think we should fuck with the room up top. That's just exactly my words. The Phoenix is giving it wide berth.
Hey, Zolbit, are you able to see underwater?
Oh, sorry.
Forgot Zolbit's his the NPC.
Yeah. I can see somewhat depends on the water, though I shall remind all things here carry the influence of Zazi. Be careful.
Do I notice I'm poisoned, Nick, or
Is this
do I
water
know?
safe to drink?
Are you going to try, or are you asking?
I'm asking Zolbit. He's the druid.
I would highly recommend not doing that.
I'll put my
But it's
water
not a
skin
no.
back away.
Phoenix, you are starting to not feel too well. You're feeling a little woozy. I think you're, you know, feeling a little, feel like you're running hot a little bit. It's like you are starting to develop a fever.
Okay, well, I'm going to be like, guys, I do not feel good after touching that water. That's what I'm gonna say to them. I'll be like, I'm not feeling
You shout
100%
across the
well.
room.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't feel good.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
real quick,
Merrick,
we'll come right back to you.
what's
What
up,
is
babe?
everyone else doing? Barnacle, you contemplate possibly healing your water skin before, advised against it, putting it away. But Merritt, Ina, are you guys doing anything?
Merritt is sighing loudly, and then he's gonna start following Phoenix around the thing because I've got the thing that means that you can't contract disease.
Yeah, so you can walk around the long way like Phoenix, or you could walk around just this way.
Oh, cool. I'm definitely going the short way then.
One of your shoes gets like waterlogged as you have to
Being,
like put like one
Oh,
foot in
I
the
got
water to
myself
walk
stuck in
over.
the wall. Nick, help. I got myself in the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Perfect.
I was
If
trying
everyone
to
else
move
is
along the edge.
following, is
Um,
everyone else following, or just gonna do something different?
Hey, Zolbit, did you want to check the water?
why,
Merritt
Phoenix is the
passes.
barnacle. Phoenix
I
is the
I think
barnacle.
I
You're
shall
really
pass.
Phoenix is the barnacle. You're really keen on drinking that water, aren't you?
He's a druid. I don't know if he wanted to try to fix it, or maybe there's a dead body in it that we can take out, and then it will then be restored. I don't know. I'm not a druid.
This is the type of corruption that will only be fixed once Zazie is gone. However, I am going to need some rolls.
I as soon as everybody gets over here, Merritt's passing around the cleansing stone so that they can clean themselves off.
Okay. Most of you are feeling fine, but Barnacle, you are feeling a bit.
Rough.
You start feeling a little bit under the weather as well. Yes.
But hey, at least your clothes are clean.
Listen, I'm just questioning how Merritt became an adventurer if he's scared of dirt.
I'm
You
questioning how
say
you
that.
ended up in a party when you talk to your friends like that.
Oh.
Well, dirt is implied, so I mean, realistically, it's like realistically, dirt
I
has
do
even
magic.
in
What do
magic.
you mean?
Yeah, but as an adventure, dirt is implied. We're sticking our hands in stuff that shouldn't be stuck in by a normal person. What do you mean that you're worried about dirt?
Okay, you can keep that gross disease water on you then. I'll stay clean, thank you very much.
Checking something real quick.
Mister, I just got poisoned from sticking my feet in gross water.
Phoenix just grabs his arm like this, his shoulder holds his shoulder and moves it back and forth and says, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger."
Sorry, I went
Okay,
back
what
because I
doesn't-
realized. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Not your saying.
I realized I forgot to grab the fire spirit.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
you help me, Nick?
It's
I
fine.
mean, theoretically,
it
couldn't
just
you
like
have teleported
flies
over
over.
the wildfire spirit?
I
You
want
know, you're
to
right.
study myself and Phoenix and see if I can figure out, is this a poison? Is this a disease? Am I able to tell?
Give me a medicine check. I will say actually at advantage.
Can I give him double advantage by helping him thinking? Because I have a by helping him or no?
I mean, you can also make a check.
Yeah, can I make a check as well to see if I can roll better?
Okay. I will say also at advantage for you because you guys have encountered something similar before.
Since if Barnacle gives me any medical knowledge and puts his head with mine, can I have a +2 to it or no?
Nope. Just click the advantage button and roll.
Or just figured I'd ask.
Okay.
Huh?
Phoenix, you're feeling like you're just, oh, I'm fine. I don't get sick.
By the
I don't
way,
get sick. I'm fine.
Nick, you meant for them to roll that at advantage, knowing that both of them have disadvantage because they're poisoned, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Wanted to make sure.
But yeah, no, Phoenix, I'm not sick. I mean, I have a headache, but I'm not sick.
Phoenix is like rock
Barnacle.
tree.
You think just like looking up at Phoenix, and checking yourself and thinking back to some of the things you've encountered thus far, you think you've just contracted some kind of disease in the water.
Okay.
Something that's very fast acting. I think probably has something to do with the as Zolb put it, Zarzi's influence.
Can I give a history check to see if I recall any past experiences or hearing about any past experiences of what this disease was?
You don't,
Like
you don't
it
know if
was.
you don't think you have a disease. You're fine.
Well, you know what I
Just
mean.
have a headache.
Is there any way I can do a history check to see if I know, like, if I experienced this in the past and how I got rid of it then?
You think you're fine. There's nothing to get rid of.
Yeah, fair
You just
point.
got a headache. For all intents and purposes, you are under the poisoned effect, and it's a disease. If Barnacle chooses to share that information, at the very least, Barnacle thinks he's diseased, and because of that, he's feeling under the weather, and thus is poisoned.
Yeah.
You could get rid of diseases in the way that you could normally get rid of diseases.
Chicken soup.
Yeah, that.
Plenty of rest, or certain spells.
Hey, speaking of rest, we could take a short rest, guys.
Maybe. I mean, me
Just
as a
saying,
player is
for-
like, a short rest would be so great. But me as Ina's like, nah, I'm good.
Okay, you are heavily wounded. Zolbit, who is one of our healers, is heavily wounded, and everybody else is wounded.
I can also cook for us as well. I have a mess kit, so if we want to take a break, I can make us a nice little snack.
Oh, will we?
To roll hit dice if we want to, if possible.
I'm not sure if I want
gracious.
the sick person making I might pass.
We'll also put this out there for your consideration, just because you've been traveling with Zolbit for a while. You can also tell he's very tired. He seems to have expended himself of much of his resources. So there's also that. I will also, just as a quick reminder of things that you are aware of, if you kind of zoom out to where see a little bit more of the map. from here where you started, you were told that
Mom said she's gonna be a little over.
this general direction was the way to, go deeper towards Zarzi, which you saw the stairs of, and that this general direction would be roughly where the captain's quarters were. And you are fairly certain you've already fought those people.
Yeah, a lot went down.
Which means we could loot all their stuff, obviously.
Yeah. And the blue circles were like hallways that you saw but didn't explore that route. So I hope that helps as a quick reminder, since it's been like a month or two since we've really gone over that. So with that information, what you doing?
Well,
we could totally just find the captain's quarters and then, like, barricade it and take a long rest. I don't know how long it's been since we've taken a long rest, but Zolvik
we do have to go through the water, don't we, again? So take the risk of getting poisoned.
Okay, no, I see hallways that branch off of this one. So, no, there's other ways to go.
I mean, if there's other ways to go, then I'm down the barricade that they can take a long rest.
I say aren't I like the only person with dark vision here?
Well, this place isn't going to explore itself.
Yeah. And I've got good dark vision.
I'm going to walk down the hall.
Wait, don't forget to look for traps.
Yeah.
I am specifically looking out for the torch holders, because that's
casually as Barnacle walks.
I will allow a perception or investigation check, your choice. We'll say this is in chat.
I'm going to give Barnacle and Merritt wide berth and just fall behind them from a distance.
All right. Merritt, if you would also like to give me one of those.
I'm also
not much better.
All right. Phoenix, if you'd also like to give me a perception or investigation check to just keep an eye out or listen out or... Say again?
I was asking Ina if she's moving because she's way the hell back there.
Yeah.
It's an advantage because I'm sick, so good luck trying to get me actually with a good roll.
All right. I'll say with that check, Merritt, because you were specifically looking for this, and only this.
Yeah.
You actually spot, as you approach this intersection, what looks to be one of those torch holder things right here.
Okay.
And Ina, you noticed it as well, and you notice that it is in the trap active state. As you approach the intersection.
This is great. We shouldn't even go up to the intersection. I've got Mage Hand. I'm gonna use Mage Hand and I don't know. I think that's...
Are you saying anything?
As Barnacle walks towards the intersection.
Oh, hey, look! One of the torch holders! Does Ina say that it's active?
Let's see, you kind of put me in a pickle here, because Ina is normally just the silent type. But, she'll probably mumble something along the lines of careful, like, trap.
And if she says that...
as she says that, Phoenix, or Merritt, you realize, oh yeah, it is cocked.
Look, he was so proud of himself for even seeing it, so...
He did such a great job.
It is the one thing I was looking for. I wasn't looking for any tripwires, no axes hanging from the ceiling, just the torch holders, so...
So I missed it. Did it get turned?
Well,
Merritt just turned it to the not trap active.
Yeah. you were able to easily mage hand and deactivate it.
And is this a dead end or water?
You could see, looks like the stone turns to mud as it approaches like a more natural little cave juncture. Something real quick.
I'm gonna go ahead and disguise self and go as I remember I practiced how one of the cultists at the bottom of the stairs talked. I'm gonna turn into that dude and be escorting this group of people around, obviously.
Alright, so I'm going to turn and go east. Looking for traps. Looking for the sconces.
Okay. Okay. I'll say give me another perception or investigation check. As you're, keeping another eye out, but I'll say just from, Barnacle because you called it out.
Nice.
You see a couple more like light sconces, but they seem to be either in the position that is deactivated, or they may or may not just be regular light sources.
Alright, we're going to wait for everybody else to catch up.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, it moves a little bit. And if, Phoenix, you want to move up as well? Yep. Feel free to move to the end of the corridor. Yep.
Nick, I got myself in the wall again.
Well, there we go.
How do you do this, by the way?
Didn't think I messed up that
By
much.
dragging my character with the.
Actually, I'm not entirely sure how you're doing that. The walls are fine.
Phoenix,
I could try to do it on purpose and see if I could do it.
Phoenix casually asks, what is the wildfire spirit's name other than wildfire spirit?
That's a good question. I feel like she would have a name for it, but I have not thought of it.
As you come here, you see a door to the north. Looks to be like a nicer, heavy wooden door with little like strips of metal on it to kind of reinforce it, and looks to be a lock in the handle.
I'm listening at the door.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Might have good advice for us. You never know.
Yep. You do not hear anything beyond the door.
I shall look back and see what Ina's doing.
Ina was probably mostly wondering what was down this corridor, but
you kind of go there and fill in your mental map and realize, we've been down this corridor before. We just went the other way.
Cool. I was thinking like maybe I need to see into the room to know where
this room
it
right
is,
here was like the mural room that you fought the ooze in.
Okay, as long as I already know, that's fine.
Actually, give me a quick perception check while you're down there.
Cool. In
Uh-oh.
tower.
Yeah, we'll say this one is in the tower.
At least I'm not poisoned. To be fair, kind of were super loud in that first really big fight, so anything besides like monsters that were out and about in various places. Is there gonna be anyone left who's not gonna just like take a hint and run away? Don't know.
I mean, you fought a lot of people who seem to have a blatant disregard for their own well-being,
That's true.
and or some nothing behind, like a weird look in their eyes, where they really don't have anything seemingly going on.
I'm sorry. Nymph yelling at me because I'm not loud enough. But I'm a little tired and sleepy, and I'm not used to speaking with confidence and
I'm just saying, I
less
put you at
depression.
200%, and it's still hard to hear you.
I'm sorry.
Meanwhile, Barnacle, you can tell that the as you were listening to it, you could tell the door is definitely locked. As you glance back to see what Enid is doing as she wanders towards the wall in the very south.
Does have a thing for walls
Yeah, and for breaking doors, especially
and
secret
walls.
ones. And walls.
Enid just casually poking at the wall.
Do you
Yep.
think you'd be able to unlock it, Barnacle? Or do we need to get Ina down here? I'm sorry, I can't finish that without laughing. That's gonna be like our inside joke of like,
Lord.
okay, lock door, come on, Ina.
This massive gargantuan of a woman just breaking down all the doors.
Pretty much, yeah. Ina's 6'6" stature. She just pecks at the wall and it just falls over.
Ina is 8'1", my child. Ina is huge.
Do you have the message
Yeah.
cantrip?
Should I
Kind of.
tower it for you, Nick?
Sure.
Kind
Why
of.
do you ask? Well, I've modified the spell a little bit, so
Ask her what
it
she's
doesn't-
doing. Are we going that way or is she coming up here?
As you ask this, you watch as Ina seems to like stick her hands into like a crack between a couple of the like stone rocks in the wall, and then just seemingly shove the wall to what would be her right, revealing a secret passage.
Oh boy, look what I found. She
From
doesn't
the
say
distance,
that.
it looks like she
She
just
doesn't
like
say anything.
decided to just delete the wall.
I could have walked down here myself.
Merritt moved to 30 feet away from Ina, and she hears in her mind, oh, there's a door that's locked up there.
What is
While it's not
this?
on the map, there is what looks to be like a tiny rowboat right here.
What is that blue square, by the way? Science square.
It's just to show us hallways
That was
that we
a
haven't
marking,
seen
I
the end of
believe,
yet.
Barnacle did to represent like, oh, this was a hallway we didn't go down.
It
Okay.
was not me, and I cannot erase it.
Oh, then I'm not sure who did it. Let me double check. I'll just erase it. I'll leave the other one for now.
Okay, well, a rowboat seems to indicate that.
And there's just like, what you can see beyond is water. Oop, did not mean to close that on you.
So kind of like look at Merritt. Did you want me to break down the other door?
How deep
Which
is
is
the water
probably
in
the
here?
fullest sentence y'all have ever heard from her.
The water is very fairly murky, but give me a quick.
You know, is it
We'll say a
sloping
quick.
out or is it immediately deep, like I'm standing on the edge of a dock?
It's immediately deep from where you are.
Okay.
The rowboat is very much like just like quickly tied to a little like post on the edge
Right,
of this little
using
walkway.
my sailing background, is there any idea of when it's last been used? I mean, how old is the rope? Is it brittle? Is it still fresh? That type of thing. Are we talking
It looks like
years or are we
this.
talking days?
You're guessing days. It looks like it hasn't been, wasn't used like quite recently, but it was definitely been used in the last, few days or so.
Is there anything in it?
Just the oars to kind of row it. Does not appear to be much else, and then there's a rope that's kind of like tying it to a little stump or to a little post where it's at.
There's nothing in it, and looks like it's been used fairly recently. It's good to keep in mind. Maybe we may need to use it to escape.
Oh, sorry, I lied. I missed something in my notes. There is a small little sack in the rowboat.
Oh boy.
Okay, I will check it out.
Open it, you find what looks to be some cuts of meat that have been like salted, like and dried, so some rations in it. But still, it's like weird, odd cuts of some kind of animal. Or give me a quick medicine check. While you aren't fully sure, it looks there's something off about these cuts of meat. You can't quite place it. It's just there's something off about them.
I'm gonna leave them there then.
Okay.
By the way, it looks like there's a hallway on the other end of this, just straight across. But yes, Ina, I don't think I'm strong enough to break down the door, so if you could, that would be great.
Let me try it first before we go destroying things.
I thought you had tried.
You know,
Ina started doing stuff before he tried. In that case,
it's just
do not remember if you had. He does not. So give me just a quick dexterity check.
Oh, I don't have
Doesn't look like you
thieves'
have thieves'
tools. I thought I
tools.
did.
So
I don't. Yeah, I can't do anything about that.
actually, yeah, you don't. I don't even know if you have. Do you even have it on you? No, it does not look like you have these tools on you.
No, I don't. Nor am I
I
proficient
thought
in them.
someone had. I don't remember anyone being proficient, but I thought someone actually still had the tools on them.
We could get the tools next time we're in a town that's not trying to fucking kill us.
Yep. So wait a minute. Did I actually hand these? I could have sworn I remember I did something. Did anyone remember picking up a key?
I think you mentioned a key at
It is
some
not
point.
in my inventory.
Remember, I'm just trying to figure out. If we
Nor do
can't
I
find
see it
it,
on
we
the
didn't
party
find it.
sheet.
But I
I don't
remember
remember
handing out
picking up a key.
some like a key rings. So
Wait. Maybe I
Did
did.
Ina not have that?
Yeah, I think Ina might have picked up a key ring. I'm sorry, it's just been too long. But I don't have it in my inventory. I just remember that being a thing.
well, I'm just gonna give it to you guys because well, you killed the people who would have the key on them and looted their bodies. So and that's something that someone would pick up. So, Ina, we'll say you have it. As you
Nice.
walk up to the door, you remember how, like, reach into your little, pouch, pull out a tiny key ring. Has
The
like,
wildfire spirit like tugs on my pouch to remind me.
yeah, you see that has like 3 keys on it.
Hand them to
Do
Barnacle.
mark this now, by the way, that you have a key ring with 3 keys on it. Just
Okay.
call it dungeon keys.
That's the wrong thing to add it on. Okay.
So I'll move to the side and let her by.
You like
Uh,
pull up one key,
Phoenix is
insert it,
gonna
try to insert it, pull it out,
Phoenix is
grab
gonna
another
ask
key,
if
try it.
Phoenix is gonna ask if you need me to break out the door. Let me know.
Try the second key. It fits in, but doesn't quite turn right. You pull it out. You try the last key, and fits in, and unlocks the door.
Ina's not
I
a
will.
locksmith.
Let me just real quick unlock this door. There you go. Inside, you see what looks to be a small, or you see there looks to be like a round table in the middle of the room. It has like an unlit lantern on it, or is it lit? I remember. It would be unlit, but so there is not actually a light on in this room, even though it says there is, or the map is acting like there is, because they would have turned off the lamp before they left the room. But I'll just leave it. Now there's some chairs around. The wooden chairs with they have some cushions on them.
Can I tell what this room is for? Does it look like a meeting room or a dining room or?
It looks like some sort of cross between like a impromptu meeting room slash eating room for the looking around. You can see some cabinets on the walls, as well as like a desk off to one side. Sorry, I don't have the room furnished. That's on me. Not as good a DM as Sven.
I'll go look at the desk.
Yeah, the desk looks fairly simple. It has a few drawers in it. Opening it, one of the drawers, you find that there's like a couple of spare keys. Opening another one, you find a small pouch. Small pouch that seems to have a couple of coins in it, or sounds like it has some coins in it when you shift it.
Okay, I'll look around for our shapeshifter. I don't see him though, so
He's staying in
Is
the
the,
intersection where Zolbit is to look for people that are coming.
are you yelling that down the hall?
Nope, he's just staying there. He's staying behind.
All right, give me just a general perception check, and
I will toss
There
the
everyone else
keys
is.
to Ina to add to her keyring.
Oh,
boy. How many
And to
keys
whom
do I
were you
have now?
speaking, Nick?
sorry, I was to Merritt, who said they were keeping an eye out.
Okay.
Ina, you can say the number of keys, 3 keys times 2, as you have the spare keys for the keys that these are.
Oh, cool. I'll just put a little 2 in front of it. I have 2 dungeon rings.
Hey, Phoenix, what's over there? And I'll point up to the other side of the room while I'm looking at the desk.
I don't know. I can Phoenix will walk up there and look and see what's up there.
Yeah. You see, there's a door to your right, and looks to be like a tiny hall or a hallway that kind of goes off to the left, kind of curving around.
He just walk up there and tries to jiggle the door handle. Because,
Alright.
he hasn't learned the first time. He learned the first time that kicking down the door causes it to explode.
Well, this door is unlocked. You open it to see a nice, or a nicer room. Looks to have a nice bed. It looks to have a little shrine in one corner that has this kind of onyx snake statue on it. And then a nice bed that's in one corner.
It looked to be booby trapped in any way.
Give me an investigation
One way
check
to find out.
as you go to check the room.
In tower or
We'll
Do I
say
know?
just in chat for now.
It's not booby trapped, but it's groin trapped.
7.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, you step in, you start looking around. You aren't seeing any traps, but you notice that there's a few skulls and bones that are kind of decorating the little shrine there. The bed looks really nice though.
Well, I found a place we can I yell back to the team. I found a place we can possibly take a rest in. If you guys want to rest here, I mean it's far removed from any area, but we can barricade the door. If you guys want to rest here, since we were talking about taking a rest.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna walk over to the spirit
This hallway seems to just turn around the corner here.
and hold out the coin pouch to it and say, "Hey, can you take this to Merritt? He looks like a cultist right now." And see if it'll take it.
Floaty, 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 floaty.
Ooh, nice.
Yes, it does.
Barnacle's very happy.
Friend!
Didn't think it would.
Same size friend.
The wildfire spirit comes up to you, Merritt, with this little coin pouch. Or
Merritt
it's just a bound pouch. It sounds like it has coin in it. No one's opened it yet.
takes it.
I can.
So
I'm gonna be real with you. I can picture the wildfire spirit just floating with the pouch in his hand, just holding it up to Merritt, like here, like all adorable. Like it's giving me adorable vibes.
Merritt, you gonna do anything with the pouch?
I guess he'd open it. He said thanks to the wildfire spirit. And then
Alright.
he opens the pouch.
Yeah, you open the pouch. The wildfire spirit starts going away. I'm assuming it goes back.
Table light.
What's
Yeah.
in the pouch?
Yeah, looks like there are about 10 coins in there. With your dark vision, it's not hard to tell by color because it's black and white.
I actually see normally in darkness.
Do you, or can you just see through magical darkness?
It
as
said
well?
you can see in normally in darkness. I was checking it earlier. Let me go find it and send it to you.
I wonder if that means normally as in you can see with color, or normally as in you can see with regular dark vision.
Well, it says
Let me just
normally.
double check that.
Because I would assume that if it was just normal dark vision, then it would not also say non-magical darkness. right? Because non-magical darkness would still be in black and white, right?
No, I get what you mean, which is why I'm double checking. There's like how I've always understood it to be, and then no, you. I think you're right. Yeah, that it's very much for how it specifies. It, I think you are actually completely right. You learn something new every day. So yeah, no, you look at these, and thanks to your you know enhanced vision, you superior life form.
Yeah. You're
You can
welcome,
tell these
guys.
look to be they look like gold coins, but they are tinted red, so they are red gold coins.
Interesting. He's not a superior life form. He is a demonically enhanced being.
As far as you
whatever
know,
his thing
he's
is.
just good at magic. he went to wizard school, and that he keeps on saying he went to wizard school. So he
If you would
very
like to
much
just mark in your inventory, you have 10 red gold coins, and I'll actually add it to your treasure.
okay. Cool.
So I mark them separate. Is what I'm saying.
I'm just gonna check down here real quick so we can see, make sure nobody's sneaking up on us. I'm gonna look down this hall. Is there anything in the hall besides the door?
Gosh,
Give me a quick perception check.
So leaning against the wall for support.
Yeah, leaning against the wall and having seen something similar like this a couple of times in this dungeon, you can tell that there is also a fake wall right here.
Oh, okay.
And then you see the door at the end of the hallway that looks to also be like a kind of reinforced door with a lock on it.
They took away the drawing tools. It's interesting. Okay, I'll go back down here.
Yep.
Hey, it's about 25 feet. Hey, you guys, come on in.
And Merritt's gonna come on in.
Yeah, I'm standing by the door
Phoenix
still
says there's
waiting.
a room to sleep in up there.
Yeah, it has a bed and a bunch of stuff, so we can take turns sleep on the bed, or you can bunk on the ground, whatever's comfortable for you.
So why did you have the wildfire spirit send me these coins?
You're the treasurer.
Okay then.
So as soon as
Well-
Zolbit and Bushy Brow come in, I'm going to close this door.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Was checking notes.
Hey, can you lock this door again?
Also,
Yes,
Phoenix
especially
will,
since we've got the spare keys.
Phoenix will come down and put a spear inside the door handles as well as possible, just to make sure, just to give it extra reinforcement, so in case they can't break it open, so they can't open it.
So this is less of the handles you did that before with, and more of like a situation where you might like prop a a chair or something underneath the like a turn handle.
Well, I kind of prop my spear underneath the turn handle, the hilt of it.
Sure. I think you only have one spear left, though. Well, actually, no. You have your spare spear, and then you have the blood spear. So you do
Yeah,
have
I
two
have.
spears.
Yeah, so I was gonna say I have my spare spear. Not, I'll use my spare spear, not the blood spear.
And you... spare, spear, spare, 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 spare.
All the spears.
Say spare spear
I
5 times fast, Merit.
I will say it out loud, so that everybody knows this. Merritt takes 10 gold coins of his own, and like basically divides those out evenly, and he is going to keep the red gold ones.
It's for what?
Well, Mark,
Just in case they're cursed or whatever.
You tell us that
Well,
they're
that would be. Are you going to tell them? Because no one else checked it besides you.
Oh, nobody else checked it?
No. Like it was very much like, yeah, there's definitely coins in there. It sounds like that when I shift it. And then Barnacle just handed off the pouch to the Wildfire Spirit, who then handed them to you.
That is so funny. Yeah, Merritt will go ahead and let them know. I don't know why these are gold coins, but they're tinted red, so I'd like to study them a bit further.
I call blood money.
Probably, actually, which is why I want to study it and keep them together and not pass them out to everybody.
That's fair.
Let's go rest. And Ina, can you check and see if the door, if your keys lock this door?
Which one? That one?
Yeah,
I
this
keep
one
meaning
there.
this one.
This one there.
Oh, okay.
You find this door does not actually have a lock on it.
Hmm. Okay.
I have to use a superior spare spear.
Listen, spare spear, spare spear, you know?
Well, if you guys are all getting ready for a rest, are you guys just planning on taking a short rest, or are you going to take start taking a long rest? You kind of are at the point where you could take a long rest. You've been doing a lot today, and it has been good 12 hours since you've rested, or probably
I mean,
longer at this
I'm
point.
personally fine with a short rest, but I know our spellcasters are less fine with that.
Yeah, I'm running. I was gonna say I could use a long rest. I have no spell slots, no action surge, no second wind, no nothing. Like I am completely spent, and in a fight I'll be useless. So I could use a long rest.
Your second wind and your action surge will come back with a short rest.
Yeah, but I don't get none of the spell slots I have back for a short rest.
Yeah.
Is Holbit and Bushy Brow coming in here?
They will go wherever you
Going
kind
in
of
this room.
would like them to rest in. If you're all are resting in there, Zolbit will be more than happy to rest in there with you guys.
What was this room to the south?
There's looks to be another one of those reinforced doors with a lock on it.
Did you guys not go to this room?
Yeah, she's screaming down the hallway. I'm going to move up. No, we're trying to find a place to rest. There's also a secret door right here, and I'll point out that that's where it is. But we're kind of trying to rest.
Yeah, we're
This
trying.
poison is messing me up. I really need to try to get rid of it.
Yeah. Phoenix comes over and says, yeah, whatever's messing me up with is we need to get rid of it, so I suggest we rest before we continue further. And also, what is the time as well? Does anybody have a specific time? I know the calendar's not actually working to tell us the time.
How would we know? We're underground.
Yeah, true.
You guys have
I
been down
would.
here for a while. Your rough guess would be mid to late afternoon at this point, just based on when you came in and how long you've been down here. But you're not really sure.
I'm gonna take out my bedroll and take out my backpack, sit down in a corner on the floor, lean against it, drink some water.
Yeah,
Take out my prayer book.
I'm gonna break out my mess kit and cook some food, so we have some food. I have rations on me that I can cook up for one day, and I have a mess kit I can use as like a tin box contains a cup and simple cutlery. The box clamps together, and what's going to use as a cooking pan, and the other is a plate or a shallow bowl. So I can use it as a cooking pan, basically, to cook some of the rations, like meat rations we have and stuff. Give it some
So are you
flavor.
starting a fire?
It doesn't say you need a fire for this, so I don't
If
know.
you are
Do I-
cooking, that generally involves fire
Or heat of some kind.
or heat of some
We
kind.
have
Yes,
a
but
wildfire
We've
spirit.
got a wildfire spirit.
she
I was
lets
gonna
you.
say, yeah, I was gonna say we have a wildfire spirit. You can just spark a flame.
To be fair, I don't know how much longer they're going to last.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
I mean, at
I
this point, you probably have a good maybe 20 minutes.
yeah, so
And this is like as you kind of are starting to settle down.
I'm
20
going
minutes, if
to
that.
I'm going to requisition, to start a fire with the wildfire spirit on some leaves and stuff like, or some stuff that I can find. I'm going to tear like off a fabric from the bed and make like a little fire to cook for us.
I mean, you could just cook on the wildfire spirit. I think
Yeah.
that's what we were
Don't go
intending.
nuts. There's nowhere for the smoke to go in here.
Yeah, well, yeah, true. All right, well then I'm not going to get nuts. I'm just going to fry up like some rations.
Wildfire spirit is a-okay with lighting stuff on fire, but Una tells it not to, so
Yeah, well, I'll do what Ina says and use the wildfire spirit to cook. So, like,
Question for DM Nick. Does the
Mhm.
door to this room open inwards towards us or outwards away from us?
It opens into the room.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and use mold earth to like make a doorstop so the door cannot open.
Okay. The
Okay, starting a
other
fire
door
in
that
here,
you
that's a hazard.
relocked also opens into the room.
well,
That it was in.
I'm actually not starting a fire using the wildfire spirit, and the wildfire spirit is technically already on fire, is it not? Its
I mean,
head's on.
yeah,
So,
it looks
like,
just like the picture. So it
I
has
was
like a
gonna
little
say,
head of mane of hair of fire.
yeah, I was gonna use its main of fire to cook, but yeah.
Yeah. All right, you are able to do so. Able to cook up something a little bit in the next 20 minutes.
Yep, and I dish it out to everybody that even if we're taking short rests since we're eating, does that mean we gain hit dice back, or if we're taking a short rest or a long rest?
Well,
Since I'm actually
if you're taking a short rest, you
Okay.
then would be expending hit dice to regain health.
yeah, that's what I'm
If you were
saying.
taking a long rest, then you can regain some hit dice in addition to your other stuff.
Can we take a short rest and then a long rest?
I mean, you will get the. So generally, because I'm nice, if you are taking a long rest at the point of which you take a short rest, you get the benefits of it, but you generally don't expend hit dice. Unless you absolutely want to. But that would be stuff you expend before you finish your long rest.
Well, I mean,
Once I
if
take a
we're
short
taking
rest,
that,
I'm going to expend hit dice to make sure if something prevents us from having a long rest, we'll at least
Okay.
have the hit dice. There's
So
yeah,
your first hour into your short rest, or into your long rest, you complete a short rest and are able to expend some hit dice as you are preparing to do a full rest.
I wouldn't go more than half of your hit dice, though, guys.
I only have one hit dice, so I can't really do anything. So,
That's
yeah, I have two, which is half. So
Perfect.
I'll say for this, as you guys are completing your short rest, which I will push real quick, um, just for things to re-up that would re-up on at that point. Barnacle, roll me a D100 in the chat.
Oh Lord.
Okay. You swear you guys feel like a slight rumble to the earth, but nothing, after a short moment it seems to pass and nothing happens.
Hmm.
You guys are free to continue your rest as you want.
All right,
Is the
well,
wildfire spirit gone by now?
The wildfire spirit is long gone by this point.
yeah, I was gonna say I cooked food for us, so make sure you guys eat and enjoy.
You would have done that just over the course of your short rest.
Sure. Yeah, that's what I said. I said make sure everybody eats up and gets their strength and stuff. How many? Since I'm cooking for, I don't know if Bushy Brow eats human food. Does he eat human food?
No.
What about the Zolbet? He's a turtle druid. Does he eat human food?
Yeah, generally. He's another humanoid guy.
All right. Well, then I guess. Uh, how many rations should I take away since I cook technically for me, Merritt, Barnacle, and Zolbet?
I mean, a ration is like a meal for a person. So there
So
are
you.
5 people
So
who ate
Should
if you
we
were
not
providing
just
all from your rations.
contribute rations, my dude?
I mean, I'm
But
fine with
Everybody
taking
takes a
them.
day out.
that
I mean,
also do. So
oh.
everyone can just reduce their rations by 1 if they have rations.
Cool.
If they don't have rations, let me know. I will reduce mine by the
They
what
don't
part
have
of my.
rations, Ina won't eat, and instead she'll eat one of her good berries. And well, she'll just deny it. You don't need to know about the good berries, but they exist.
Well, yeah.
Wait, yeah. So I
If there's
am pretty.
anything else important you guys like to do over the course as you start your long rest, let me know. If not, we will get into the long rest, in which I will have
During the long rest,
Merit roll me another D100.
during the long rest, I'm gonna pop out my bedroll and lay down.
Yeah, I mean, it's a long rest. I'm presuming you guys sleep
Oh,
and
one
such.
off from the nice number.
Hmm.
Uh,
I will note, Nick, so that it does not get forgotten. I did already take off the 10 gold pieces. If you want to put 10 gold pieces into the party sheet, so that they can get distributed.
thing is, if I did that, it would then distribute also to you. So,
We can take.
Barnacle, Ina, and Phoenix, if you would like to each add 3 coins to your, to your gold count, feel
3
free,
gold
and I will add
pieces.
1 coin to the party sheet.
Can do.
And we cannot adjust the watch order anymore in the party sheet. So if we're going to use that, then probably easier just to throw Phoenix at 4.
Yes. Which I guess this would be a good time to ask: is this a good watch order still? I'm presuming you guys are still keeping watch.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, Merritt will go first.
I was gonna say I can go second if Ina wants to rest
The
or.
current watch order is Merit, Ina, Barnacle, Phoenix.
I'm fine with either. So
I'm fine with the current watch order.
Cool. In that case, we will maintain what we were having.
Let me see.
Merit, as you are, during your watch, you're kind of keeping an ear out towards the door, but you're mostly focused on this new tome that you have
Yeah,
and
he's
familiarizing
mostly focused
yourself.
on this book. He's already put a doorstop on this door, so he's feeling good about it. Even
Yep.
if there are people out there, they won't be able to come in here easily. He thought
Yeah.
this through.
Hey, Zolbit, have you ever seen a lizard man spellcaster?
I have. Um,
Okay. And
most tribes have a shaman of some kind. Though, based off of this shrine in the room, this one might be more of a fanatic. A not well, they'd almost like a cleric, but not quite. Perhaps it's closer to call them a warlock of some kind, worshipping a entity that is can grant them power, but is not a god, and in this case is very evil. And I will remind you, there is like the little shrine in this room that has like bones, some various skulls and other bones decorating it, and this onyx snake statue with a humanoid face in the room
okay.
as you guys are resting.
That's not unsettling at all.
And if it gets to my watch and no one has done anything, I will cover the shrine with the blanket from the bed.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
not going to
before that,
disrupt it. I just don't want to see it.
Merritt, your rest or your watch goes by uneventfully. Ina, if you would give me a D100. As it comes to your watch. Oh, seeing your message.
Sorry.
Um, so you did do some preserving of the Drake hide when you acquired it, like the prior day or so.
Yeah.
It's been like a day or two at this point.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to start making something with it, like start working with the leather, you could certainly try. I don't know if you have any tools for that at the moment or not.
I
but
do not. I was mostly just asking so when the opportunity arises, she could maybe ask someone who has more experience doing that.
Yep.
Because you might be able to weave willow trees into shields, but leather working is not her forte.
I have a
Yep.
small knife if you want to borrow it.
Worse, it could fetch a good price with the right person. So if there's any thing specific you like to do on your watch, let me know. If not, give me a D100. If you could give me a D100.
Yes. Yes, I'm sorry. I was just thinking if I wanted to do anything on my watch.
Yes. All right. As I just sorry, I have a table where I'm referencing stuff, and it's like, well, nope, that can't happen anymore. That can't happen anymore. Okay, something happens, but that doesn't affect you guys. That can't happen anymore.
Great, honestly. Good for us.
Yeah, no, your event passes by uneventfully. Or your watch passes by uneventfully. Blah, blah, blah. Words. Bringing us to Barnacle's watch. Barnacle, no one's covered the thing, so you just like take the the blanket off the bed. Which actually you realize is like, oh, this is a nice blanket. Covering the shrine with it. If you give me a D100 for your watch.
And I'm going to. He was crashed throughout the whole short rest and up until somebody woke him up and they had a hard time waking him up, unlike usual.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to munch on the whatever food was left over. And I'm going to try to affix this gem of brightness to my little leather cap I wear, whether it's with string or cut a hole, jam it in, or do see if anybody has, if Zolbit has some anything that, vines or anything I can use to try to affix this. I also have a candle. I can put wax, melt wax, and then stick it and see if that'll help it stick. I want to be able to have it on my head without holding it.
Okay. In that case, I will say give me a. We'll call this a. You can either do a dexterity check or you could do a wisdom check. And I will say this should be a straight roll, so just click the advantage.
Okay, I'm going to be sitting down on the floor facing the door as I'm doing this, half paying attention. Oh, I'm sorry, that was a save. So it should be a -2, so it's a 19.
All right. Yeah, you are able to definitely kind of fix it to your hat. You borrow some vines and you kind of use your wax to kind of like help affix it to there. And you realize like, okay, if I want to activate this, I kind of have to be like skin contact touching it, and say the magic word.
Okay.
But if I just like poke the diamond slightly through my cap just a little bit here with the little pokey bit, it'll be touching my forehead, and then I could just say what the word and it'll glow. So if you want to, you can also do that and just
Okay.
have it there. No hands interaction, just say the word and it activates.
Nice.
Yeah. Other than that, your watch seems to go by uneventfully. And that would bring us to Phoenix's watch. If you would give me a D100.
Phoenix is going to walk up to the door next to Ina and stand there and do his watch. And D100, he said, in the tower,
Just you can do it in chat.
88. Oof.
Okay. Looks yeah, your watch passes by uneventfully.
During
As
a
you kind of
watch,
come,
I forgot to mention I'd like to tune to the horn of silent alarm. It's a wondrous item. Can I attune to that?
yeah, you have plenty of time to attune to it.
Yeah, I'd like to attune to the horn of silent alarm.
Is that tunable?
It's a
No,
wondrous
it's
item.
actually so it's not. It's a magic item, but it's not one you have to attune to. It's just a.
Oh, okay.
It just has 4 charges, and you just use an
Okay.
action to blow it to do the thing.
Okay.
The helmet
Helmet.
is attunable or does require attunement for
I'm
whatever
not.
reason. It's not
I'm
popping up
not.
in your thing, but
I'm not. I'm not. It says requires attunement. I'm not going to attune to the helmet, though. Unfortunately, just because I don't want to sound like a snake half the time.
okay, that's up to you. It's a item just at your disposal.
Yes. Well, I'm thinking about selling the helmet, so.
Yeah, perfectly fine. All right, and with that, your long rest comes to a close. I need Constitution saving throws from Phoenix and Barnacle.
And a tower or
Yeah, in the tower, we'll say.
Constitution saving throw, you said?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully I get rid of the poison.
And I'm going to push this long rest. Barnacle, if I could get a Constitution saving throw in the tower from you.
He's AFK at the moment.
Okay. We'll do that in just a second. Phoenix, you are feeling much better this morning.
Awesome.
So you are no longer poisoned. Did push the long rest. Make sure I re-up this.
I wake up. I wake up from this. I get up. I'm like, oh my god, I'm feeling so much better. Jesus, I needed that.
Who is this Jesus you speak of? I don't think I've heard of this one.
Well, instead of saying,
You can't reference IRL things.
well, I say thank Maznesis and Maznaius or whatever. Thank Maznaius that I'm feeling better. That's my deity. And then you just casually see the tattoo glow when I mention Mazneus. Ha Phoenix. Or Ha Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Also, has the tattoo on my arm grown any further, or no?
No, not since the prior day when you took a short rest and it kind of grew up your arm a bit.
Okay, I was just asking if it grew any further over the time that we've been here, or...
What, do you have like a cancerous tattoo, my dude?
It just seems like as he's growing stronger and more powerful with his magic, his tattoo seems to be getting larger and more complex.
Yeah. Like,
Just saying, if it keeps growing, you might need to see a doctor about that.
well, for all intents and purposes, I know Merritt doesn't know this, but my deity I worship as Mesnius, the god of nightmare and terror.
You did actually tell
But
everyone that. Yes.
you did say your god's name, so...
Yes, so...
So even if we didn't know that, we probably do now.
Yeah, so he anytime I get stronger, I'm hoping to get some awesome new powers in the future, maybe. At Nick's discretion, of course, when my tattoo fully engulfs my body and I look like a tribal chieftain. With just tattooed from head to toe.
I tweaked some of my spells, Nick, just so you know.
If you could give me a quick Constitution saving throw now at your back. And I guess, Ina, if there's any spells you want to switch out, that would be the time. All right. You are also feeling much better. And are no longer poisoned.
Well...
Or diseased, I guess, technically. Yeah. But, yep, you both are feeling much better after a nice long rest.
No disadvantage anymore.
Yep.
Phoenix is just gonna stand up and say to Mary, see, I told you what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Okay, what doesn't kill you might just kill you slowly, so... You keep telling yourself that.
Take 10 minutes and see me drawing things on the floor and cast a ritual. And I'm going to check and make sure that none of us are diseased or poisoned.
Yep, no, you're cast your spell and you find that no, you don't sense any kind of poison or disease or poisonous creature within 30 feet of you.
Nice. So that means it doesn't hurt my pee anymore then.
I mean, if anyone has any poison on them, you would detect that, but I don't believe anyone has any poison on them.
I don't know, let me check. No, Phoenix already drank that health potion, so we're good.
Actually, I think this is technically outside of the spell, but you a couple of the mushrooms that are growing on Zolbit's shells kind of light up to you, like, oh, those are poisonous mushrooms. Don't eat. Goes to open the door. realizing you can't open it with the door jam.
Heck, it was effective.
However, actually, before we continue, thank you for the reminder. It is about time. Well, this is a good place for a break, so I think we'll take our break now and
Cool,
come
cool,
back
cool.
as you guys leave the room.
Alrighty. So, break time. We will meet you back here in 10 minutes, guys.
All right.
right, we are back. Once again, handing the reins over to Mr. Nick, our DM for tonight, doing the Crystal Heart campaign.
Ben,
Take it away.
I have a question for you after the campaign tonight, if possible.
Okay.
Just want to let you know.
All right. Well, in that case, we'll get right back into it. You guys finish your, long rests. You ready to head out. Merritt, if they so choose, reworks the floor so you can open the door.
Yeah, he lets us go through the door. He just, it's
Uh,
nice knowing that nobody's gonna come through that while we're sleeping.
yeah. You glance out. The door you had relocked is still closed. And from what you can tell, it doesn't look like it was disturbed. What you do?
Well, Phoenix is going to casually walk out the door, and I guess we'll go say, let's go to the other door over here that we were looking at yesterday, or after or before our rest. I don't know if it's technically yesterday, it probably is, but
Okay. Yeah.
Doesn't look like
also,
we're on lunch.
also I'd like to cast light on myself again as well.
All right. There's
So the effect isn't coded right for the gem, so I'm going to fix it.
thank you.
But I'm
I'm
a
just going to
cast.
drop this spell effect onto Phoenix here.
So I'm going to say I'm going to go listen to the door at the door real quick. If you guys want to figure out how to open that secret door.
I don't know. Ina has keys. Let's try Ina's keys.
It's a secret door. I'm going to listen.
Look, man,
All
right
right, give
now.
me a quick perception check. And those looking at the secret door, give me an investigation check.
I'll look at the secret. In the tower, or no?
Just in chat.
Okay, so I'm not technically at the secret door. Did you want a perception check from me or no?
You gonna come over and look at
I'm-
it?
I'm assuming you were also walking over to look at it, so feel free.
And is it perception
Barnacle,
or
you do not hear
investigation?
anything beyond the door. But you can tell, Barnacle, you can tell that the door that you're at is locked.
Okay, so I'll quietly walk back. The door's locked, but I don't hear anything beyond it. But
Ina, if you would like to give me a quick investigation check, as you were looking at the door as well.
I'm not good at this. Oh boy, apparently I am.
So it's a little unclear whether Ina figures out the secret mechanism or if she just pushes it so hard that it opens.
Oh boy. I don't have a
as-
negative to my intelligence. That's rude.
As it does involve, she just she sizes it up. She kind of like knocks on like one corner, about a door's length over, knocks on another corner, and then she just kind of like sticks her hand into like the crack that you guys kind of identified the secret door in, and then just shoves it over as it kind of slides to the side, opening up to a room.
Bro, she's just gifted when it comes to secret doors.
And or making doors. In the room, you guys can see that there is a large. I have a little snake token in there to represent it, but it's a large Naga statue like what you've seen before. with what looks to be kind of gems in its eyes. You see on the north wall there's a wine rack that's mostly empty, but you can see a few bottles in. And on the far side of the room from where the door is, there is a chest.
Don't forget to look for
Nothing
traps
moving?
before people open the chest.
Nope, nothing moving.
Well, what is that giant snake I see on the map?
Is the
The
statue.
Naga statue.
Okay, I didn't know if that was actually a real snake or not. I was gonna say, I don't think we should fuck with that.
Merritt's actually gonna fuck with that. I think at least one statue he's seen before has had like divination runes on it. So Merritt wants to see if there's runes of some sort on this one.
Okay, give me a investigation check.
Any way I can justify
is
that
anyone doing
being
anything?
Arcana.
Well, you said you were looking for the runes, not trying to identify runes.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
While Merritt is investigating the statue, are you guys anyone doing anything with the wine rack or with the chest?
Just, Phoenix is gonna go over to the chest and see if he can pry it
Chest is around
open.
there. Okay. Ina, are you just hanging out in the hallway while they do this?
I'm looking at the statue, trying to determine if it's anything religious.
Give me a religion check. And Ina, are you just hanging out in the hallway?
What?
Yeah. I'm
Do I need to give you a strength check for prying open the check, Nick?
We'll get to that in just a second.
Okay.
Wait, isn't Zarzia Naga? Is this
Yeah.
Yes.
Is this a statue
Zar-
of Zarzia?
As you guys have have heard, his title is Zazi the Decayed Naga.
Is there a chance that this statue is Zarzia?
I'll get to that in just a second. Ina, I can't. Don't know if you've been saying stuff. I haven't been hearing you.
I just didn't want to interrupt anyone. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I
just
was
making
going.
sure you weren't muted.
No, I was going to take a look at the door, but then I'm like, yeah, we'll wait until they're done with the secret room. So.
Okay. Zolbit's just hanging out in the hallway with you. Barnacle, just based off some similar stuff you've seen, it does give off the vibe of like a, religious iconography, and even though you're like, this is definitely not he's not a god, but this definitely seems to be like worshiping this creature as if it was a god.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Merritt, you see, like as you're investigating, it's like, oh, let me just check here. There are some divination runes on the back of the Naga's head.
Hey!
And as we do that, Phoenix, you open up the chest. The secret door closes,
Oh shit!
and I need Constitution
Didn't
saving
check for
throws from
traps?
3 people in the room.
Constitution saving throw. Lovely.
I'll just push it to you this time.
Okay.
Give me a second. Bop, bop, bop.
I
Yeah,
don't
the
know
DC
if it
12.
is related, but because
As
I will
what?
mention, I am immune to contracting diseases right now.
great.
I don't know if it's related, but I.
So you're making Constitution saving throws as from the mouth of the statue, this green mist pours out, filling up the room, as the gems that are in the eyes glow a dull red. Phoenix succeeds. I meant to actually make this shown. That's on me. I forgot to toggle the thing. Phoenix, you got a you got a 16 on a DC 12. Barnacle and Merritt, you both got a 10 on the DC 12.
Here's my inspiration on that.
Rip.
And actually, don't you have advantage against poison? Or is it poisoned?
Poisoned, I
I,
believe, yes.
I resist
Resist
poison,
poison.
and I
And
should
have
have
advantage on save type
on
poison.
saving against poison. Yes.
This is a save against poison damage, not the poisoned condition. So I don't think that applies here.
Okay.
But you will have resistance to the damage. If you want to use your inspiration, though, feel free to roll again.
Okay.
I would
I
also
do.
like to use my inspiration.
Alrighty, feel free to roll again. Here, actually, I'll just push this both to you again.
Imagine not having a +6 in Constitution or a +5
I
in
don't have to
Constitution.
imagine, okay?
Fortunately, you guys rolled even lower.
Okay.
Rip.
I think you guys need to change your dice color.
I think you need to stop making smart comments.
Merritt, you end up taking 10 poison damage.
Ow!
And Barnacle, you take 5.
Yes.
Since you are resistant to poison.
Okay.
So since Phoenix is not
The room
currently
is still kind of filled with poison, but you guys now have a second to react. What
Yeah,
you're doing, this mist is still kind of filling the room.
I'm going to
pouring
go
out the
down.
statue.
I'm going to go and try to kick the door down, brute force the door down, and let us out.
Okay, give me an athletics check. While he does that, Merritt or Barnacle, are you doing anything?
I'm gonna cast Shatter on the statue. That sounds like a good idea.
Should I
Alright.
should I do in the tower? No tower, Nick.
I just roll in the chat. You generally know if you succeed or not. We're kicking a door or a wall.
Yes, I definitely succeed. I would hope. I got a 23.
Alrighty. As we resolve that, Shatter, I believe, against inorganic material just does max damage or something like that, or did that disadvantage? No, a creature, a magical
talking about
object
creatures.
also takes damage if it's in the area. It just takes damage. Okay. Doesn't look like it has any.
Has disadvantage. A creature has disadvantage on saving throw. The object is normal.
The object just takes damage. So, roll the damage. As you, as Phoenix, kicks the, secret door, kind of breaking it off of whatever kind of hinges it has, opening it back up, kind of letting the mist distribute.
I'm going to walk out the door yelling, "Ina, get out the way! It's poison mist."
Also poison
Damage. You watch as the statue kind of cracks, not fully falling apart, but you can watch as the glow in the gem eyes of the statue fades as the poison stops pouring, and with the door open, it kind of starts dissipating to a non-lethal level.
Fuck that shit.
Well, now that what's actually in the chest now that we're safe from actually being poisoned.
In the chest,
I told you to look for.
In the chest, there are what looks to be 5 potions and a necklace.
Well, can we have our resident?
Barnacle, quick question. How long does that spell you cast earlier last?
Until I finish concentrating, or up to 10 minutes.
Okay.
I would not have maintained concentration. But if we have this many things, I will cast it again. Hey guys, give me a couple minutes, and I'm going to.
Yeah, I'm gonna
do the
need you.
ritual.
I'm gonna take the necklace out and hand it to either Merritt or Barnacle and say, "I need you guys to figure out what this is. Who's ever better at it?"
Well, Barnacle just said that he was working on something
Wow.
magic related, so Merritt would take it and try to see what it is. Don't know if he.
You see this necklace has like little bone charms kind of all along it with like a little bird skull, as it's like a little centerpiece. Um, Give me a Arcana check. As you can notice, there's like little things etched into the
Can
little
I can
bone
I can
charms.
I do Arcana check as well because I have proficiency in Arcana
Yep,
as
feel
the help.
free. I'll say both of you give me Arcana checks in the tower. Um,
I was already gonna put it there.
All right, I did.
okay. Uh, over the course of like the 10 minutes that Barnacle is casting his spell, you guys are able to put together that this is a amulet of the dead. It is an amulet that allows the wearer to cast the Speak with Dead spell once per day. It can only be used once per day, so you can't it does not require attunement. But you can't like say one person cast it, hand to another person, have them cast it. It's like a once per use per day item, but does not require attunement.
Well, now that we figured out this is merit unit, do you guys want it? I mean, I have the horn of silent alarm, so I can always warn you guys if we need to. Do one of you want the necklace? I mean, if you don't want it, I can hold it.
We'll get to distributing stuff here in just a second. First, Barnacle, you finish casting your spell, and as you look at all the kind of potions in there, you can tell that of the 5 potions, they all look like healing potions, but one is glowing as if it's a poison.
Ooh,
Okay.
good catch.
Okay. Yeah, that one there is poison. The rest of them are healing potions.
All right. Well, we'll leave the poison one and take the healing potions. How many healing potions are there? 4, you said.
Yeah.
4
There
of
are
us.
four healing potions and then one that was actually poison.
Well, we'll leave the poison one and take the healing. I'll take out the healing
No, we're
potions
No,
definitely
and
I
go
taking
think
the
we
to.
should
poison.
take the poisoned one too.
Yes.
Especially if like somebody tries to like steal from us and we accidentally leave that in a haphazard manner, and
I mean,
we
one of
should
you can.
absolutely take the poisoned one. Just separate it from the others.
Yeah, I was gonna
As
say.
from as far as you can tell, like without the spell, like you would not be able to tell a distinction between the poison potion and the healing potion. Like they are that similar.
Yeah, that's why I said we leave the poison and take the healing because we don't want to mix them up.
Right,
No, we
so
can like put like a little mark on the cap or like something so that we like tie a little string around the
anybody
neck
care
or
if I take
Other
the
than that, it looks
amulets?
like sorry, Barnacle, real quick. You also pick up on the wine rack of the couple of wine bottles that are on there. One is glowing as if it's poison.
Okay.
That's just the alcohol talking.
So that's this one is poisonous as well. I don't know. You seem to be a shifty guy. Marriage, I don't know if you want it, but this one's poison. Wine's a little above my taste. I don't know if Zolbit likes regular wine, but the other one seems to be fine.
I like fortified wine personally. Phoenix is the barnacle.
Merritt, did you want the amulet? If not, I'll take it.
Um, you can have it.
I don't think Speak with Dead is a wizard thing.
I mean,
It's
it's
not really my forte.
Phoenix is gonna ask Nick. I'm gonna ask you, Nick. Since Maznius is the god of nightmare and terror, does he have any ties to the dead?
Not to the dead, but to dreams and dreamlike
Okay.
state.
I didn't know if he had any relationship to the dead. Cause I was gonna say if I could use the amulet, I could maybe channel his power into it and do something extra, maybe if possible. I don't know. I was just speculating here. I'm not too familiar with the whole Arcana aspect of it, but
It's not Arcana,
I
it's
mean, you could
Divine.
certainly try, but
Speak of Dead uses Divine magic.
yeah.
Okay, so it's divination.
It's divine.
Well,
It's religion. A deity.
Okay,
A deity gives you the power to do it.
okay. Well, then that's more up your alley than Barnacle. Then
mhm. um, is anyone going to take any of the fine wine or the poisoned wine?
I'll take a bottle of fine wine and drink it along the way as we're walking along.
Okay, I mean, if you do that, I'm not going to bother, throwing it in the party sheet, but you can certainly do that.
How do
Is
do
anyone going to
we
take the poisoned wine? Yes or no?
do we have a price approximation for the fine
I
wine?
don't.
Actually, do we know how much it costs? Like, can we just, based on past purchases of alcoholic beverages, can we deduce how much it
Fine
would cost?
wine you can typically purchase for around 10 gold. You would know this. And from what
Okay.
you can tell, these look to be good bottles of wine. Uh,
Merit will
selling
go
them
down
might,
to the price of one.
be hit or miss on whether it will be that much, but
So I'm actually going to take all the good non-poison bottles of wine and actually carry them with me this for sale when we get back to the city.
okay. There are 3 bottles of fine wine that are not poisoned.
All right, I'll take those three. Can you put those in the party sheet for me?
They are in the party sheet now.
And I'll hand
Sorry.
out the potions of healing to Merritt and Ina and Phoenix. So everybody gets one.
Okay.
Alright.
Are you guys okay if I take the potion of poison? I think I could definitely get somebody to drink it.
How exciting.
Anybody opposed to me taking that?
No, I'm not opposed to it. I don't have no use for it. I think it would be better safe in somebody's hands, separate from regular potions.
Cool. I will take it then. Well, won't drink it, but I will have it in my inventory.
Cool. Send that last item to Ina.
You might want to take the poisoned
gonna-
wine as well, Mary, just because of said
have it.
fact that you can probably get somebody to drink the poison wine before you would get them to drink the poison potion.
Okay, I think I could get them to drink the poison potion pretty easily. I walk up to them in the middle of a fight and say, "Oh, here, I've got a potion of healing for you." And they're injured and they drink it. Like, I think I could
I
do
mean,
that.
I feel like if there was anyone who would be able to make use of it, it would be Merritt.
Yeah, I was gonna.
I will say, just in case you people didn't, if anyone didn't read it, the potion of poison, it looks completely like a potion of healing. You can only identify it through magic. If you drink it, you take 3d6 poison damage and must succeed on a DC 13 Constitution saving throw or be poisoned. At the start of each of your turns, while poisoned this way, you take 3d6 poison damage, and then repeat the save at the end of your turn. On a success, the poison damage you take on subsequent turns decreases by 1d6 until it decreases to 0. So you succeed, and now you're just taking 2d6 poison damage each turn, and then you have to succeed
awesome.
again, take 1d6, succeed again to get done. This is actually real annoying to deal with.
That is amazing.
Meanwhile, the poisoned wine bottle, it is fine wine that has been poisoned. If someone drinks it, they have to succeed on a DC 12 con save or be poisoned for 12 hours. So, there's that.
I'm sure that Nick would have put the poison stuff here anyway, but I'm so excited to be able to get to use these at some point.
Yep.
The,
With those distributed, what are you guys doing next? Also, are you
Um,
guys doing anything else with the statue? Or are you just leaving the room?
Phoenix is gonna climb up and try to take the rubies out of its eyes. Because it's not
Okay.
being poisoned anymore.
This is a damaged
Okay.
statue. You might not want to climb up on it.
I'm going to try to plink as best as I can, plink the,
Okay, give me a 2 sleight of hand checks.
do sleight of hand checks. Alright, give me a second.
I'm going outside the door before he
A
does
tower or a non-tower?
This will be in the chat.
16 to 19.
All right. You are able to pry out both rubies. They're nice rubies. Each are worth about 25 gold.
Alright, I'm gonna put them in my backpack.
Okay, I will get an item for you real quick.
And I will hop down and continue out the door.
I'll just throw this directly into your inventory.
By the way, Nick, I have a question. Did I know that Phoenix opening the chest set off a trap? From my analysis of the divination runes, did it look like that was what they were supposed to do, or were they unrelated to the trap?
From your quick analysis, it looked like they were connected in some way.
Okay, cool.
So what you're saying is, Mara could have told me that we were going to get poisoned and didn't actually
I
tell me.
told you to look for traps, and you didn't. So
also-
that's on you.
Yeah, no, he discovered the runes as you were opening it, so you didn't really have a chance. So this other door, it is locked. It looks reinforced. Earlier, when Barnacle was listening at it, he didn't hear anything beyond it.
And
What you guys
Jester, if
doing?
you hold your cursor over your token and press down on the control key and use your mouse wheel, you can go back to being the normal size. I'm going to see the doors. You said the door is locked?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, door's locked. To Ina. Motion using the key.
Do I say anything weird about the door before I try to use the key on it?
Give me a quick investigation check.
In the tower?
Yeah, in the tower. I mean, looks like a locked, reinforced door. Or you don't really see? You're pretty sure one of your keys will fit in there.
Do I know which one? So I don't have to try all three again.
Well, you know the one it won't fit there. In fact, you know two that won't fit there because they're the same key. But now you have 4 keys, two of 2 other keys.
Okay, well, I'll try the keys, but...
Roll a d4 real quick.
Oh boy.
Don't worry, this is nothing
Just
bad.
wants to see which one you did.
You chose the right key.
Yay.
You unlock the door. And you open up into what looks to be a little office. You see directly across from the door, there's a desk. It has a chair that kind of is facing towards you. Glancing in, you see like little tapestries on either side of the room that are, depicting this, majestic Naga. They look like, these nice kind of colored tapestries. You can see kind of on the desk what looks to be a little like it's like one of those like head busts that are like the size of a paperweight, so like they're like a large paperweight that looks to be made out of some sort of black stone material and is like the head of a naga. So it's like a kind of like a cobra head but with a human face. And that's what you see from first glance. There's no one in the room. Looks like there might be some. It looks like there's some papers on the desk. It looks like the desk might have some drawers, but
We can go
What you
look over
doing?
here, see if I can find a secret door on this side.
Okay, give me a investigation check in the tower, please.
Hmm.
While he does that, was everyone else? I guess Ina starts walking away.
Well, you said there's papers on the desk, but Ina's not interested in papers for a reason that I
Yeah.
haven't disclosed to
I also
anyone.
said there was like a nice
Or
little like
maybe
paperweight on the desk.
eh.
Uh, Phoenix, like you walk over, you kind of like look at look at the wall. You kind of move the little tapestry. You don't find anything off on the wall.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really see much in here, so.
There,
Gonna
well, I
start
haven't really
looking at
marked
the
it. There is a
paper.
desk in the room.
Is
Definitely
it?
looking at papers.
Okay. What languages do you read?
Not very many. If they are
Uh,
not in common or infernal, I will immediately start asking Barnacle if he can read them.
they
I
are not
don't
in
think,
common or infernal.
yeah, I don't think they're
Are
in
they in Draconic or Elvish?
They are in Draconic.
I can read Draconic.
Cool. You go ahead and read those to us and see if they're like important or if they're tax documents.
Alright, well, Phoenix is going to go read the documents and relay the information, whatever it says to them, to the party, so.
Okay. I'll say just as you're skimming it, give me a quick. Yeah, well, I guess this would be also be an investigation check in the tower. Uh, Best you can tell is you kind of glance through the papers, and it looks like they're more like correspondence, like making sure like the troglodyte tribe is getting properly fed. Oh yeah, they've moved in. Um, oh, outside of the defectors of the lizard folk tribe are all here, but the main tribe itself doesn't seem to be causing problems. Uh, it's it's more like a
Day-to-day activity sheet, basically.
yeah. It's like we got. I was like, okay, here's our like shipments of people who have come in from the village and have since gone back out.
Does it list the village name?
Yes, it does have the you find in a paper that's kind of like talking about like people coming in from the village of Falsfane, which is the nearby village, and kind of
Okay.
being sent back out. Uh,
Does it list what they're doing with the villagers?
It says it kind of alludes to something that they just like treatment or they these villagers have gone in through the bath and have received the treatment. These other ones have gone to the bath but rejected the treatment and have thus been made into resources. And it gives like a generic list of village
Okay,
names.
okay, so I relay all this information to the party of what
I
I
will say
come
you do
across.
find actually with your check, one of the like more recent documents, it's like that they have received three people from the village recently. It seems like it looks like within the past day or so, maybe 2 days based off the paper. They received three villagers: a man, a woman, and a child.
Does it list?
No!
Does it list where they took them?
It just says that they've been received, but it does not say that they have been received. They have not gone under the bath or received treatment or not. Just that they have been received here at the lair of the dungeon.
Okay, so I go to relate to everybody. A man, woman, and child have been received by the cultist here, and I have highly suspicion it's Tibold and his family.
Isn't it Ralph?
Ralph Tibold.
Ralph?
I thought his name was
I
last name
think
was
you're
Tibble.
thinking.
Yes,
At
his
the
last name
end
is
of my
Tibold.
notes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Ralph Tibold.
That's what I thought. That's why I refer
Yep,
to him by his last name by Mr. Tibble. I call him Mr.
threw me
Tibble.
through a loop because almost everyone has referred to him by his first name. So, but no, yeah, you're perfectly fine. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I know. That's what I said. It's lists a man, a woman, and a child in this facility. So it doesn't say that they've been through the bath and rejected or accepted it. So they are being held here in the facility, according to this document, the most recent document here.
Well, we haven't found
Uh,
anybody yet at all, so or signs of places where they've been sacrificed. So I guess we keep
we do
looking.
know an area that we haven't been. We haven't gone down those stairs, and I think there's a hallway we didn't look at. But we should probably be fast because I assume that bath would probably brainwash them or something.
I don't know. It doesn't say that, but it also says there's been people who've rejected the bath as well, so they can reject it and then are turned into resources. Whatever
Hey,
turned into resources mean.
hearing that phrase, any chance that those slabs of meat that were in that boat might have been people or
give
used to
me
be
a
troglodyte?
medicine check as you try to recall information, or like as you're trying to like.
Look, I'm not trained in medicine.
I
I'm
mean,
just making assumptions based on turned into resources.
like you're unsure. You haven't, you're not a psychopath. You haven't like seen chopped up, people before, but but you can make whatever assumptions you feel like you make.
I'm
They just
definitely
those were
making those
weird
assumptions.
rations.
I'm definitely making those assumptions.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I suggest we get a move on because time's running short. It's already been a day, and we don't know if they turn them into brainwashed slaves yet. So Phoenix is gonna lead the party through and remove his spear from the door and say, "Ian, I need you to open this door again. You locked it, remember?"
Do I remember which key it was?
Yes, you remember which key it is.
Awesome. No need for trying.
All right, and then Phoenix
Okay.
is
Real quick, as you open the door, Barnacle, after Ina steps
Why are
away,
you running out the door?
Ina and Phoenix, I need you guys, since you were the two that were in that line of sight, because Phoenix, you were here, Barnacle, you were here, you two were off to the side. Uh, as you open the door, you realize, oh, there's a string that's attached to the knob on the other side that's been pulled taut. As you see, um, like, I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws as a bunch of bolts come down, as a few bolts come towards you.
is
As a,
it in the tower or no tower?
this would just be in chat.
Hey, I think somebody might have realized we were in here.
You are both able to dive out of the way as what looks to be like 10 bolts comes towards you. As you glance back, you see like a weird, haphazard configuration of like 10 crossbows pointed at the door, all of which seem to be like tied together with some string on this like weird stand that's just here on the other
Okay.
side of the door.
Okay.
It's like standing like right here. That has like a string that was attached to the knob on the other side that got pulled when you opened the door.
I guess it's a good thing we locked that door, huh?
All
If
right.
anyone's
Well,
curious, this is one of the things that was set up when you guys were rolling your random encounters for the night.
Ah.
that's what the shifting of the earth was. Phoenix is going to haphazardly look around for traps as he's walking down the hallway as well.
Okay, feel free to roll an investigation check in the tower. We'll leave that for
Actually,
the next little
um,
bit.
Barnacle, you're like trained in medicine and stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay,
I
Merritt's gonna like pull you back over to that boat. Like, I don't want to freak everybody out, but like that note did say that they turned people like into resources. Any chance that that meat could be people?
Can I do a check for that as well?
If you guys would like to give me some medicine checks, feel free.
In the tower?
Uh, no, we'll say just in chat, because there's like a
Oof.
boat here.
I'm
Yeah,
actually proficient in medicine
you
for.
guys are both able to, or yeah, that's definitely people.
Oh, boy.
Or like that's like human uh meat. It's not made from animals and such.
Well,
Is it human meat specifically, or is it humanoid meat?
The best as you can tell, human, or at least
Mm.
someone who doesn't have like, you know, like it could maybe be elven, maybe be dwarven or halfling. It's very much one of those humanoids that are like, fleshy and have like regular, or like, closest to human is your best guess. You aren't sure. In this state, it's very hard to be sure whether or not this is explicitly human or if it's very much like, but you can tell it's definitely not like of us, like one of those scaly races, or like, okay,
Uh,
cool, based off of certain traces, like they definitely had like regular skin tone, so it probably wasn't a tiefling.
mm.
Because like as you're like shifting through, you find like stuff that has patches of like skin on it still.
Ew.
So that's kind of how you're able to tell.
congrats, guys. Now we know that. So, if you had
Mystery
any,
solved.
yeah, if you had any like qualms about like fighting these guys, they're actually cannibalizing people. So, put
They're
those doubts
lizard men.
aside.
They eat people all the time. Why
Not
is this
all
a
of them
surprise
are
to you?
lizard men. Some of them
Well,
are normal
snake folk
people.
are often known for also doing that.
Yeah, I was gonna say Naga's from what Nick said.
So I guess question for you
No,
guys:
sorry.
Are you heading to any place specifically, or are you
Yes,
just
the
are you going
circle, the area you had marked.
the place you just pinned? Okay. In that case, if you guys are going back, like just traversing the routes as you had before, you've traversed all this, so feel free to just move around right there.
Although I will say, I'm still looking out for those torch holders to see if any of them are not the way we left
Reactivated.
them, or activated, or you
Yeah.
know. That is the
Yep,
one thing I
you
know
keep
to
an eye
look
out.
for.
Uh, but as far as you can tell from everything you're aware of, everything's marked correctly, and you guys are able to make your way back to over here. Which, so I'm just going to move you guys real quick.
Mm. Oh, thanks.
All the blood stains.
I mean, we did kind of massacre a whole bunch of people here. So, yeah, surprised.
It looks, as far as you, looks like some of the bodies are missing. Especially those that seem to be closest to where you currently are. You can tell
So,
there's like a trail of something that's the bodies that have been dragged from, from here where the bodies were towards you guys, and then round towards the water.
Did we not throw the bodies in the pit?
Oh wait, you guys
Oh
threw a
yeah,
body.
we
Never mind.
did.
You did. So never mind. There, you don't see that.
Awesome.
That's me completely blanking on what you did with the bodies.
Look,
Wow.
it's not the most normal thing to do with bodies, so I don't blame you.
I mean, hey, at
And
least you did something with
the
them.
waterway, so we probably go back to the boat. We use the boat. So
But
we
Phoenix
got
is just gonna lead the party into the room where we just were.
So what is this when we get here?
You see some water that's, as far as you can tell, it's immediately deep past where you're standing. It seems to curve into a larger cavern, filled with water. Give me a quick perception check.
Is his poison thing still on? Does he
Well, actually,
see
you are.
water is poisonous?
If it's been within 10 minutes, yes, but I don't know. It probably took us a
Uh,
while to walk
I would
around to
say
here.
that it's been longer because you guys were being careful on your way back. You can see like kind of like on the like edge of your vision looks like there are some things moving in the water, but nothing that seems to be coming towards you.
All right, we ready to go downstairs then?
Definitely. I'll leave Merritt lead the way since he's disguised as a cultist. I'm stuck on a wall neck as well. Thank you.
Is the S the stairs?
Yes, the S is the stairs.
Does this room look generally how we left it?
Yeah, at a first glance, you even glance back down into like the hole where you dumped all the bodies, and they're still there. The
Okay.
rubble from the fight is still there. That's what the red square is. The general just like it doesn't look like anyone's come and fixed it or really cleaned anything up. There's still like blood splatter that's just dried over the 10 or so hours since you've last been this way.
Well, that's fun. Not our problem.
All like the sizes for my stuff got reset. Doesn't matter. You guys are just passing through. Yeah. You can see the stairs seem to go down. As you kind of stay at the top, Merritt, you can tell that it seems to go down about 30 feet to a platform, then turns and then goes east and seems to continue down.
Merritt is communicating that, but he is also, hey guys, I do know that there were traps on the stairs when we were coming down that first set. So maybe we should keep an eye out for traps on this set of stairs too. I'm not very good at that, if anybody is. Is anybody here, like, proficient in investigation? Because I'm not.
I'm not. I have a +2, but that's all I got.
I think Ina's our investigator.
I think she just happens to notice things. But she's very good at it. Ina, do you wanna lead the way with me?
Sure.
And so
Well,
we
she
start.
doesn't say that, but you know.
If you guys are leading the way, yes, give me investigation checks if you're looking out for traps on the stairs in the tower, please.
I'm very bad at investigation.
Same.
Very perceptive though.
All right. Merritt, you are able to tell that about halfway down this first juncture, there's a 10-foot like portion of the stairs that just looks weird, like suddenly like, oh yeah, these are all like, uniform stone, but this section of stairs seems to be off, like they've been like stone, and then like suddenly it's like made out of like hardened mud,
That's
or
weird.
like to where in the darkness, like you wouldn't have been able to really tell if you weren't paying attention, but you are able to pick up on that.
That seems like something that Clay would do, right? I've got mold earth. I guess I could try to like move the mud and see if there's something under it. Unless anybody has better ideas.
I don't. I don't have nothing for that, so that's all you, Merritt, if you want to go ahead and try.
All right. So you
I can.
use mold earth, and you start to
I,
move part of the kind of like hardened mud,
Wow.
and you realize like you kind of move it, and it's like, oh yeah, there's definitely a hole under that, as there's like the semblance of stairs in this like yeah, someone with magic did this, otherwise like they wouldn't have been able
What the
to
dog doing?
get it to look this way, because like it looks like regular stairs, but like there's just like a very thin facade.
okay. I'm trying to think of a good way to get us over that hole. Can I like?
It is a 10-foot junction of stairs, to which it's you would be on one side you'd be like up 10 feet from where the other side is.
So it would be easy getting down, hard getting up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, after showing everybody that there's a hole there, I guess I'm jumping.
Okay. I would like you to give me an athletics check or acrobatics check with advantage. And anyone who wishes to jump can give me an athletics or acrobatics with advantage.
Phoenix will give athletics with advantage.
All right, feel free to roll this in the chat. Barrett, you got a 16.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Nice.
25. I rolled a
Ina,
nat
if you
20.
would like to roll.
Yay.
I rolled a nat 20 on an athletics check.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Oh boy. Double 2.
Oof.
No.
Cool. So you all jump over, and Ina apparently doesn't got those hops. As she gets about halfway, lands like dead center on it, and it all breaks underneath her as she falls.
Oh boy.
But we saw that it was a hole, right? We like knew it was.
Yes,
at the bottom.
you knew it was a hole.
Yeah.
Or you checked. It's like, okay, cool. There's a very little facade here, and then it seems to drop down. But you didn't really check how far or anything.
I really
Uh,
love how I was hesitant to jump.
Hold on. Do I see Ina fall? And if so, can I use Feather Fall as a spell to ease her fall for 60 feet?
You certainly can.
Ashley, do you have your inspiration? Would you like to use that?
I technically didn't log into Fantasy Ground on time, but
It would have been fine. You would have your inspiration for the session if you would like to use that instead.
Well, sure, let's do that.
Well, if she's still rolling,
roll a single roll for this.
3.
3.
Yeah,
better.
I was gonna say I'm definitely gonna use Featherfall.
So, anyways,
I'm
Phoenix,
still
you're casting Featherfall.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Featherfall on her so she slows down. So she doesn't hurt herself.
Yeah, Ina, you start falling, and then Phoenix casts a spell on you, and you are able to. So you slowly drifting down. and find yourself safely sitting in a 25-foot deep hole.
Yep. I checked off the spell slot for casting Featherfall. Good
Sounds
thing they
good.
took that long rest, or I would not have had Featherfall to save me, so
Yep. As you land, the bottom is a little bit muddy,
Yuck.
but nothing bad. Just that it's hard to move around on the bottom of the floor.
Gameplay for this.
Do you want to try climbing out?
Yeah.
So how are you going to go about doing that? Or is anyone going to throw her a rope?
I have a rope. I cannot hold the other end of it, or else I will also fall in. So we could do
Ina's-
like a everybody Phoenix
Or
in front, Merritt and Barnacle in
try
behind
to
him.
climb up on
Can't
the
you
rope.
use mold earth to make footholds?
I also have rope on me.
but it's
I
mud.
also have rope on me as well that I can use, or hempen rope that I can toss down to her as well if she needs a rope.
I don't think that's a good idea. It's very big.
Do you want to use your wildfire spirit and teleport up here? Should we move? I'm like, I've got the rope for you. I just can't be the one holding it. That is the dilemma that we are in.
Phoenix would probably be able to hold it.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
go
say,
ahead.
yeah, I'll hold the rope while she climbs up. Then
Yeah.
do I need
Phoenix,
to give
just give me
it?
a quick athletics check to see how well you hold it. You were able to easily climb.
In
Just-
tower and chat.
Just in chat.
You would know.
All physical activities you generally. Yeah.
Yeah.
With ease, Phoenix is just unmoving. He's just a solid post as Ina climbs up the rope.
He's not just holding the rope, he's also pulling it to help pull her up.
Yeah. You only you effectively only climb halfway because Phoenix just pulls you up the other half. And you guys are able to continue on.
That's pretty impressive considering it
giant
says
woman.
300 pounds on her weight chart, but that might be low because she's 8'1". I don't
With that,
know.
I'm going to throw you guys to a different map.
Plus your gear.
What?
Plus
Yeah,
my gear.
plus your inventory.
Well, I'm a medium build size guy and I weigh 190 pounds and I'm 6'1", so
Baby.
Only 190?
yeah, but I'm built like a shit brick house, though.
At 6 something? And only 190 pounds? You're like a twig.
I'm a very muscle-bound twig if I can pull a 300-pound Enafira with armor up a fucking thing. So don't even start, Merit, you little scrawny twig.
Look, at least I admit it.
I have lost myself on the map.
Yeah,
As
It's
you guys,
moving
I
us to a different
moved you guys to a different map.
Awesome.
yes, I need the map push to spend, so you know.
I've just haven't gotten
Not
that far
Sven.
yet.
It's not Sven. He's not the DM.
And Nick, sorry. Swamp
Alrighty,
Dungeon.
so you guys, you make it to the turn. You start making it down.
I am.
You don't have any problems on the next juncture. Don't notice any weird steps or anything. And yeah, what do you guys? Oh, tokens are locked. I'll unlock those tokens for it. So you're able to step down the stairs.
Merritt's going first because he's the one that can see.
See a
Is the ground supposed
start of
to
a
be
corridor
this
that starts to
light,
twist.
or is that just how the map looks?
Say again.
Is the ground supposed to be this light, or is that just how the map looks?
That's just how the map looks. It's the same kind of stone ground.
Would you mind changing the color of the grid so that I can see the lines?
I can do. I'll darken it. for ya.
Sorry, not to be picky, but
There you go.
Thank
No,
you.
I totally get that. I didn't fully realize when I picked the color for the grid that it was. Actually, I don't even know if I changed the color for the grid. You notice what looks to be a door. Hope you can see that on the map. There's a door right
I
here.
can't.
Yep, right pin. You can tell it's made out of. This one's made out of metal, and there's like a little like barred grate thing that has like a slider to like see through the door. However, it's like the bar's on this side of the door, so can't see in. But it's a large metal door.
So just to clarify, would we be checking to see who's coming in, or would they be inside looking at us to see if we're
Inside can
coming in?
check out.
Okay.
Um, this way. Merritt, you can see another door. This one looks to be a reinforced wooden door.
Do we think maybe Ralph might be in one of these rooms? It looks like there's another one up there with a wooden door instead.
I don't think he would be in a room where he can open a little window and look out.
Oh,
Check.
that's fair. That's fair. Mantha missed that part.
Nick, I do have to head off though, unfortunately, brother.
Okay.
So for the last like 20 minutes, I give my character to whoever they want to use it, either Ashley or you can run Nick or Janet, not Samantha if she wants to.
Okay. Well, we'll take care of it. Yeah. No worries.
Yeah, no worries. You guys have a good rest of your night. It's just I'm really exhausted after today's ordeal events, so I
Yep.
apologize.
Understandable. Have a good night.
Yep.
Rest well.
Let me know how it goes, with
Alrighty.
the campaign tonight. If I need to level up, let me know as well, alright?
Okay.
Also, Nick, I will, not Nick, Sven, I will forward you the question. I asked you the question I had in, the Finding Stars chat you created. I don't know if you've seen it.
Okay, I'll take a look.
Yeah, it's the full. Alright, talk to you later.
All right. Have a good night.
Mm.
All right. So, um, you have the metal door there. You can see the reinforced door down the way. As this curvy hallway.
Are we just moving past this door? Or how's everybody feeling?
Ina, are you checking the door as you've moved your character up to it?
Yeah, I was just thinking about checking, seeing if the keys worked. Wait, did you say it was locked? It's fine.
I mean, you go to try the door. Yes, it is locked.
Cool. I'll try
Uh,
one the key.
Yeah. You try the one key that you have yet to try, or one kind of key. You have two of them.
Mm-hmm.
And it unlocks the door.
Wow.
Are you gonna? Yeah.
Sure,
So
I'll-
feel free to open it. Opening it, you see a room full of cells. There's a. Trying to see what you can see. Yeah, you can. With your vision, you start seeing cells lining either side of the room. Merritt, with your vision, you can see there looks to be some water on the far end of the room.
Do the cells have like, are they like barred or do they have like walls? Like, can
They're
we see
barred, so you
into
can
them?
see them. So you can see on all of them. They're all barred.
Are they all empty?
Yes, they are all empty.
Shit. Gonna make my way to that water and make sure there's no like, Ralph's shoes in there or something.
Give me a quick perception check as you're scanning the water.
Could it be investigation?
Sure, you are investigating it.
I'm not proficient in either, but I'm slightly more intelligent than
Um,
Wise.
Glancing the water, you do not see anything, and you're fairly certain that you don't like like there's nothing in the water. You can't quite tell how deep it goes, but there's nothing floating in the water that you would expect to be possibly floating here.
Well, it doesn't look like there's anything in the water, which I hope is a good sign that, they're not already too far gone.
I'm going to walk and check every single one just to make sure.
Okay. Give me a quick investigation check in the tower. You can tell that you know what? Yeah, I always forget the ping mode. That these two cells were recently used.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it looks like there was. There's, I guess, in this one, looks like there was two sets of manacles that were used. Like you can see, kind of, there's some like more freshly like kind of dried blood on the monocles in these two rooms. One of which is smaller, as if for a child.
No.
Looks like they were held here in these two cells.
Well, that's
So
not
you said
very
there's
good for
water
us.
over there. Are you preferring? Is it open up into a dock type thing?
It's
It's just black over here. From our view, it's the same as the walls.
Did I put a wall there on accident? I did. Well, that's on me. There's supposed to be here. Like there's supposed to be just like a big open water thing, but apparently I did the walls on this wrong. But there's a massive pool of water right beyond where you are. Like you're on the edge of what be like a dock.
Okay.
Right there.
Do you see?
Apology, that is
Does it
completely on me.
open up? Is this a river or a way to
It
leave?
looks like an underground spring of some kind.
Okay, I'm going to smell and taste the water a little. Just the tips. Is it brackish or is it fresh? Does it lead to the ocean?
It tastes fresh.
Okay. And I'm going to look at the front here. Are there places to tie off? There we go. Cool. Are there places to tie off boats?
No.
Okay.
Trying to. Okay, give me a minute as I fix this. Apologies, I should have double checked this map before, but that should hopefully fix everything. But yeah, so it's just a large pool of water that seems to go very deep. and
Okay.
it does taste like fresh water. Though there's a weird tint to it. It's not clean. It's fresh, but it's not clean.
Right. Okay.
You do not have to make a save or anything though. I was like double check my
Alright,
other
well, I don't think they're here.
spaces to see if I...
Let's ready to keep moving, or something else you guys want to do?
I should be moving Zarzi. Or not Zarzi, I should be moving Zolbet.
Oh, probably. Although if you do control Zarzi, you should probably also move Zarzi.
Yeah, I think the door got moved. I mean, the door is there, but we can't move through it.
Yes.
Oh, that's weird. Apologies. This should not be how this goes.
Just hold shift.
Oh,
and
looks
drag
like I
us.
accidentally added a wall here for some. I want to just delete this wall. Why are you not? Dang it! Why am I having difficulties with said wall? Just I want this line. The one line I want removed is not being removed.
Yeah, it gets tricky at times.
As I just delete everything, trying to
There we
delete this
go.
one thing.
Ta-da. Nice.
I'll give you a second as I fix them. Fix it. Okay. You should be able to move through and everything should be fixed now. Hopefully. This time for sure. Okay.
There's the other door. Okay.
Okay, and Merritt is also going. Does this wooden door look like it also has one of those flaps?
It does not look like it has one of those little slot things, but it does look like it has a lock on it.
Hey, Ina! You should come unlock this door. I'm assuming that you'd probably be a little bit closer than... Well, she's AFK, actually.
No, I'm not. My
Oh.
arrows just aren't working. Mm.
While they're messing with the door, I'm going to look down the hall.
You see another door. This one also looks to be like a reinforced wooden door, but as you get close to it, you see there's like a weird greenish shimmer over it.
Okay.
Do I know what this weird green... Oh, not me.
Ina, you coming up to the door?
I did, though. You moved
Oh,
me
yeah.
back.
Sorry.
Merritt is gonna ready his crossbow in case there's a person on the other side of this door when it gets open.
Okay.
So wait, the greenish shimmer was the door that I... Okay.
No, it was a door that Barnacle went and saw.
Okay, cool. That's what I
This one's
thought,
just
but
a
not sure.
reinforced door. It looks like it's locked. Has a lock on it.
Well,
Yeah. Gonna go and try one of your keys?
well, I don't know. I periodically will check for traps, but does anything look odd about the door?
Give me an investigation check.
And I will try to open it if Don't see
The
any.
door is definitely locked. It's a sturdy door, but
Hmm.
nothing seems to be off about it.
Well, I'll try to unlock it with the same key that unlocked the other door first.
All right. You try the one that unlock the like jail room. Doesn't seem to work. Try the
Hmm.
one that seemed to unlock the officers' quarters. Doesn't work. You see try the one that unlocked the office room, and that one also does not work.
Hmm.
Oh shit. Hey Ina, you can break this down.
So, like,
Hey, maybe try the other key ring that has the identical keys. Maybe just for some reason it's being,
hmm.
you know.
She'll probably like glance to Barnacle and see if he wanted to do anything, just because he usually has something or other to say about the doors. But if he doesn't mention anything, she'll probably try to open the door by force. Hooray!
Doesn't look like Barnacle's going to mention anything. If you want to attempt
Mm-hmm.
to open it by force,
Yeah, I don't have anything else I can do. I don't have a way of helping.
yeah.
So
Tower or in the chat?
Can we say that
This
Phoenix
is
is helping her?
viewer generally will be able to tell. So just in chat.
Yeah. Well, Ina's feeling better than I am about this situation. That's good.
You take your staff and slam it really hard into the door. There's a look, you there's a definite crack to it, but the kind of reinforcements kind of are keeping it in place. But definitely did some serious damage. There's a very big, there's like a large crack in the door. You can kind of like glance into it if you want.
Mm.
But as you
It
like,
was a 20 that would have done it. Dang it.
um, as you're like, getting ready to like assess it for another strike, you hear a sound like of stone grating on stone from just behind the door.
That's probably not a good sign.
It's probably the
Nothing
ancient
immediately
troll.
happens, but you hear that noise for a split second, and then it stops.
Hmm. Well, I'm not sure what to do about that.
you said you can look through the door.
Yeah.
There is a crack that is large enough to look through the door in.
Do I see anything?
Uh, you see rock.
Hmm.
Wait. Can I look through the door?
Yeah, you can look through the door. You see rock.
I see rock. I've got mold earth. Can I move the rock?
Hmm.
You like move the rock to either side. It seems to open up to a room in which give me a quick perception check in the tower.
I will note I've got dark vision that's really good, and I can see in color.
Yeah. Unfortunately, before you're able to like really assess what's beyond, the rock seems to slide black closed.
Bro, I will play this game. I'm moving back. And my ready to action is definitely gone now. Like, I
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
do not have that ready. I'm gonna remove that.
Okay. This time, give me a deck save.
Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense.
All right. You were able to pull back as the rock starts. So you move the rock aside, only for the rock to this time form directly at your eye, and you're able to yank your head back as the rock seems to like jut out with a spike point through the hole that's there.
This is really fun.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Well, as long as you're having fun.
Why don't we come back when he's not expecting us?
That's fair.
We still haven't found the people we're trying to save.
To be fair, they could be in that room with him. So,
Does it look like this door opens inward away from us or outward towards us?
It opens inward.
Darn. Hey, if Phoenix has a spear that he's ready to... do I have a spear I can...
What are you trying to do with the spirit? It opens inward.
Yeah, it opens inward, which means that we can barricade it from this way.
No, if it opens
it has
outward, we could barricade
It opens into the room.
Yeah, if you...
So if you put a barricade on it, it's just going to open away from the barricade.
Yeah, correct.
What do you... It opens into the room, so if I had something
Yes.
connected to the door that stuck out against the door frame, the door wouldn't be able to go.
You are in the hallway. It opens into the room.
Right.
Yes.
So it would
So if
open
you
the
were
door
to
and the
poke
spear
something
would still be
in,
sitting
on the
there,
door, the
going
door would
across
open
it.
away from you.
Yes.
ugh.
Okay. So what do you mean by barricade?
Like, make it hard to open.
We can't from this side. Yeah, we can
So,
only do it from the
or are
other
you
side.
trying to like do something to the frame of the door?
If that would work, I guess.
I guess I'm confused as to how you want to barricade it if the door opens away from you.
Okay. If the the opposite were true and I tried to stick a spear in against the door would open towards me and the spear wouldn't stop it.
Yes, the spear would stop it. That's the whole point. Like barring the door.
How the But it
stops
doesn't
it so it can't open. Just like the rock is doing right now. It's stopping it from opening because he's barricading the door from the other side.
Yeah.
If it opened on our side, we could just open the door and there would be a rock standing there.
Yes. Okay, whatever, fine, whatever. Go forth with whatever you want to do. Never mind.
Okay. I guess, do you want to do something to the frame to make the door kind of stuck in its frame? Or do you just want to leave it? Okay.
So it's your
if you
call
guys are
because we can't do anything. Merritt, you're the only one who can. With the stone.
They can move stone, so stone won't do anything.
okay.
Sorry, guys, I'm just frustrated.
No, I can understand that. Yeah. As you continue down this twisting hallway, you start coming up across the other door that Barnacle saw earlier, which is another, looks to be reinforced wooden door that is shimmering slightly green. Merritt, as you kind of step around the corner, you can see that it looks like this hallway comes to an end and seems to open up into a larger corridor, or a larger room.
And is that water that I see?
Yeah, you do see water in the room, and actually, as you get to this point, you would see a couple of people as well from that angle. Give me a quick second to throw them on. You see Ralph. He seems to be standing
No!
on the edge of the room. Let me throw them onto the thing. Is a grab. Maybe you'll give me a quick second to throw these guys on. Looks like Ralph has been outfitted with a little bit of a cloak and seems to be holding a scimitar. And he very much does
No!
not look like he is apt for it. But he does not seem to be paying you any mind. He does see you.
Definitely sees us.
And I think you guys can, I will say from here, you can tell that there is a faint glow coming from deeper in the room. And I think, Barnacle, you can see... Actually, these two people should be switched. You can see, a female, middle-aged female, and her also dressed in the cultist kind of robes, holding a scimitar.
Bro,
They
where's
presume
the
to be
kid?
Mrs. Tibold.
Okay.
From there, also kind of not, who also seems to see you guys with your lights, but doesn't seem to be doing anything about it. What you guys do?
All right.
I know we're running a little long, but
I want to
Actually-
see if I can...
you know what? This is the perfect stopping point. Well,
Okay.
so we will ending there for a minute. As you turn the corner, see the two people, and from deeper in the room, you hear an echoing voice. Come into my domain, beckoning you. And we'll end there for this session.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, we found Ralph.
yeah.
You found
We just
Ralph.
need
Might
to
have been a
find-
little late.
Just need to find the daughter.
I will actually, just because she's just out of sight, you can see that there's also the tiny daughter standing next to her mom, holding
Nice.
a dagger,
Bro.
also wearing the cloak.
Okay.
So.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, thank you,
Um,
Mr. Nick. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Sorry we went a little bit over time, but
No
and
worries.
it was a little bit of a slower session, but I hope you guys had fun as we
Yep.
draw ever closer to our climax.
That's right. Well, hopefully we can climax together next month. And
Ugh.
we will not be playing next week, which is why we did this campaign this week. But we will be back here in 2 weeks, which is the 2nd of April. Of May. March, April, May. And so
We're gonna
Thanks for
time
hanging out.
travel back to the beginning of this month.
next week, if you guys want something to do, There's a whole bank of videos to watch, whether it's this campaign or other campaigns, Starfinder campaigns, a bunch of other things. Check them out. Like, subscribe, and whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day. Say goodnight, guys.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Guys.